Okay, so I am like a perfectionist when it comes to making videos. I want to make some quick corrections. It's euphoria. Euphoria. When you're breathing into yourself, you are producing a lot of euphoria, just to pronounce that right. And I also want to make a correction for Mercury. Mercury travels at 100,000 miles per hour to fully rotate around the sun in 80 days, while it takes 60,000 days for the Earth to rotate around the sun. All right, now that we got that corrected, let's go ahead and talk about this Kundalini energy. Let's go ahead and talk about the heart space. This is part 4 of self-love and healing. So let's whip this thing back out. The Kundalini comes from the root chakra. And I've had so many experiences with the root chakra. This was during the time where I really didn't know too much about the chakras. I just knew that it existed, but I had received like a sign, a spiritual message to really understand the different components of the chakras, just by simply watching like one of my old videos that I'm going to post to YouTube, basically talking about, how I'm getting all these love messages. But when I looked back at it the other day, I got even more messages. I got messages to study the chakras. I got messages to share this with you guys. I got messages about the sun. It was really, really cool that I'm just like looking at this stuff, looking at the videos and looking at how I manifested all these things by the things I think about. It was a really cool video. But I'm going to share that with you guys later. But basically, I got the message to talk about these chakras. And mainly, I want to touch on this. So when I was like discovering my inner child, I wanted to find out, okay, at what point did I feel limited? And I pulled up a very traumatic experience. So like that memory then like transitioned into my present now. And this was aggravating my root chakra. That's where all my fear was. It was like a very negative energy that I was feeling. And so like what ended up happening was my tailbone would jerk like this. Like I was in a lot of fear. There's actually like a video of me being in so much fear and just feeling really tormented. But that's because I activated it. Like I was the one that, dug this up from my suppressed memories and brought it to the now. So like my tailbone would shift, like this would jerk, and I would feel just all this fear down here. And it's not a good feeling. Like people have their fear. It doesn't have to be at the root. Like, they can have it anywhere. Like sometimes people will have it in their throat where things would close in at their throat. Or they would have it here at their heart space where things would close in their heart. Like all of it. It gives me chills just thinking about it because all of this is discomfort. So that's why it's very important to tend to all of these areas. People get in so much stress that they get a headache, you know what I mean? So yes, let's talk about the Kundalini energy. Like one time I was in the bathroom and I felt really connected with God. And that's because I was putting all of my awareness and attention on the heart chakra. I felt like I was really talking to my heart because the heart is what pumps blood. The heart is what keeps me alive. And so I was talking to that, and I knew that the divine was listening to me. Like the divine is always listening to me, but when I'm putting awareness on my heart, like I feel more connected. And I'm actually going to show you guys in meditation on how you can connect with your heart space while unleashing this Kundalini energy. So as I was talking to God, I felt like a rage of negativity shoot up quickly and interrupted my prayers. And I really think that was the devil, the dark energy. Like I never really tended to this because at the time I didn't understand how to. So this was like never getting cleansed. This was never getting cleared out. So as I was praying, it snuck up and like intervened by speaking, completely changing like my voice. And I was like really scared. I was screaming. Like, remember when I was talking to you guys about how like I'm going through all these changes and I'm experiencing dark things? That's one of the things that had happened to me. And I was screaming like, what is going on here? And I ran and like I consumed all this energy and like I was really stiff, and it just took me a while to keep all of that under control. Like I had to raid my house with sage. I had to like do tons of prayer, and I just basically had to put all of my faith through God, through Jesus. I had to, because this was tormenting my life. But so I had to think, I'm like, okay, so in what ways can I clear the space? Because I noticed that there is tension down there. So I'm just like, breathe into those areas. So in my video, I did like a meditation on love and God. Like, I am love, I am God, I am love, I am God. As you're doing that, you're shooting, I feel good just by doing it. You're shooting air all the way down through your chakras, all the way down to the root. And you keep doing that, and you're doing it slowly. And as you're doing it slowly, you're taking it one vertebrae at a time. So you are putting awareness on your spine, and you are putting awareness of this prana, the life force. Prana is life force. We get this prana from simply breathing. Like, God is everywhere. When we breathe, we're inhaling God, and God is fueling us. God is giving us this energy to help us have this sustainable balance. So you breathe in slowly. Take your time. I would suggest lighting candles. I would suggest like I have like a lamp on, and I just close my eyes. And as I do this, I do nothing but build upon heat, 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 until I feel aligned. Like I feel superhuman. I feel enlightened. I feel like I can connect with the spiritual realm. I feel like I can connect with anything. I feel like I can get messages. Like I wrote like a whole list of affirmations when I was like at my fullest extent of enlightenment. There was no hesitation in my thoughts. I was completely one with the infinite divine, and I gotten this information. Oh wait, hold on, let me see if I can pull it up here. This is just a little teaser, because I'm gonna be doing like the cinematic film. I'm thinking about going outside and just laying out into nature, and these are the I am affirmations for your conscious being, your erotic conscious being. And just listening to my words is what fuels your Kundalini energy. So it says here, I'm going to like go through just a little bit just so you can get an idea. So it basically says, take this opportunity right now to fully connect with yourself and become one with the infinite universal intelligence. This will awaken your Kundalini energy, which is divine energy that rests at the base of your spine. You are to breathe from the root and work your way down to the crown of your head. Take your time. Feel into the energies. If you have a thought, gently allow that thought to pass and return to the now. So this is how it starts. I am love. I am God. I am life. I am fortune. I am power. I am wisdom. I am peace. I am mercy. I am kind. I am multi-talented. I am a creator. I am creation expressed from universal intelligence. I am a conscious being. I am the mother of the world, and I am the father of the world. I bring into physical consciousness life. And I'm just going to stop there. So I'm basically gonna go into my little studio and like record it, put like some atmospheric music in it, give you like maybe some 300 hertz of music so that you can really tune into the vibrations as you do this meditation. Like, I definitely recommend putting lights in front of you, because when you close your eyes and you're breathing in, you're actually drawing in that light. It doesn't matter what light it is, whether if it's a light bulb or if it's a candle, whatever light, just have lights in front of you. Or if you can go outside where it's sunny, like it's raining out here, but if it is sunny, I suggest that you go outside and get all of your energy from the sun as you do this meditation. So that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? It's about really tuning in to all of your chakras. The Kundalini comes from the root chakra, and it travels all the way up to your crown chakra. This opens your third eye. You're able to see things in a more profound spiritual way. You begin to feel different vibrations that comes in. Like, say for example, if there was like a spirit there, you can feel that spirit. Like, I would feel things all the time. Like, I honestly think that I would have angels around me, because I remember falling asleep like this. Like, I fell asleep at my chair and I was like leaning and leaning and leaning, and then even my whole chair was leaning. But then I felt like a force of energy that like shot all through me. It was like more powerful than I've ever experienced in this current consciousness right now. Like, I felt like I was being protected, and like I paused in midair just like this, and then I eventually returned back to where I was, but I was in a deep, deep sleep. And when I woke up, I was like this. So it's very powerful, and sometimes I feel crazy just talking about this, but this is what I'm experiencing when I'm sleeping. Like, I enter this spiritual realm where I am soaking in more and more energy. It's a very like amazing experience. This is what helps me become intuitive in my consciousness. This is what helps me like be in tune with the spiritual realm, and it allows me to send out messages and receive messages too. This is how I share my information. I get whatever messages I'm getting from the universe to share with you. Otherwise, how else can I be of service if I'm not talking to the universe? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I also want to, as you're meditating, make sure you cup your hands in like a prayer position and have that like pressed up against your heart space, and just make sure that as you're breathing in from your root all the way up, make sure that you are placing awareness on your heart space, because your heart is life. And you do that meditation, I am love, I am God, I am love, I am God, or whatever you want to say to yourself that makes you feel good. Just tune in. But this is like to keep you connected with yourself, and it keeps you connected with the divine. All right, thank you so much for watching. Both of those videos are going to go on IGTV. That's another downfall. I feel like it's a downfall with me having to do these videos live, because I can make a lot of errors. You know what I mean? That's why I like to just record behind the scenes, so that if there's anything that I said wrong, I can correct it. But thank you so much for watching. Bye.